you go out to rotate. If you don't rotate and someone else rotates, your head bends back and you lose control of the ball. So if you're like way faster than a kid, what you can do is not even go forward, is just go right there and pull that out, right? But if you end up getting beat a little bit, what you want to do is you want to focus on driving forward, and then the winner is the person who can rotate again and then drive in. And the key there is that second drive is like, after you go out here, is you're not trying to push out again, so you'll like rotate off the ball. You're trying to push back in, so the ball's in the throat of the stick right there. And then on exits, you got two directions basically, right? You have going forward, and you have going backwards. But going either way, the goal is to put it like 5 yards away from you, right? So if I'm going backwards, I'm trying to put this 5 yards away. I can get that before my wing comes in. And then if I don't feel comfortable getting that because I have a pull or something, then I'll send it further back so my wing gets there. Quick thing on wing play, I always have my guys line up 5 yards behind so they can come back and get it. If the defense is smart, they'll match up with them, and then what that does is it creates an opening in the far right, so I can go and do a fast break and not have a pull come and immediately smack me. Let's see. So that's the stuff on clamps.
Can you show that first hand versus like basically what the two hands do?
Yeah.
One more time.
So first hand is trying to drive down, right, and a little bit of that. And the second one is trying to go up or out, one of the two.
How do you know when to go up versus out?
You go up if you're like way faster and you can just win the ball right there and get immediate control. And you go out if you're getting into more of a 50-50 scramble. And so if I'm like absolutely smoking someone, I barely even spend time pushing it. Or like in the past, I don't know, like a crankshaft or whatever, like you can literally go in and out and then go. But those are just like different levers to play with. So like when you're trying to readjust in the middle of the game to figure out like why am I losing, you just got to figure out, is it like I need to punch more, I need to push more on my left. Try not to try the exact same thing every time, and you can also mix up with moves. To put your stick down, we're going to do a clamp really quick. So I'm going to show you what the fish hook looks like. So start clamping, and then I'm going to come here, I'm just going to lift you off. Right, so even if you're getting smoked on the clamp, and someone just goes and does that, pretty much, they're screwed. And the way that you do that is you drop your left hand, and then you sidestep to the right, and then go up.
Just use your top hand to kind of pull it off.
Right, so go down with me real quick, and then I'm gonna clamp here. You're gonna drop your left stick, pretty much, and then go, and then lift, right? You feel that? How like I don't have any leverage? Try that again, full speed. Right, there you go. And then the more you do that, the better you can just get up there and pull, right? And the thing, also quick thing on stance, up to you, whatever feels most comfortable. For me, I typically do a stick and a half up until my foot is there, so I have room for this, and then my left foot can like vary between this, but it's typically a little bit wider than hips. They're like wider than shoulder width stance, and then elbows are the inside. Some people do elbows on the outside. Whatever you really feel comfortable with. Truth of the matter, if you do a lot of face-offs, you're going to get a really strong lower back, and you're going to get really strong quads just from holding the stance all the time. Your pressure, for me, I like to hold it in my first foot. So this left one feels like I can like spring off of it. And that way, like this feels very stable, so if someone like bumps into me, it's not there. And then that leaves my left foot more free to move, unless I'm fish hooking. And then with that, which case I want a light right foot and a lot of weight here, so I can spring and then pull up, if that makes sense. Right. And the other thing to notice is like, when I say that, I like more or less so have the same stance, but it's an internal shift of weight, not necessarily like a full physical shift. Because that's a tell, right? Like every time you go up against someone, you like get a sense. Like if I go knee down moto grip, can't do that now, but like you're gonna know I'm gonna clamp. Versus if I stand up and do stand neutral grip, it's a little different. Last thing on the sweep. Most people just try and pull it back like that, right? That's really great if you are going against the tortoise. What I try and do is I try and lift my right hand above and then get this corner done right there. And so my right hand is jumping straight there, right? My left hand is pulling straight out. And so together, it makes me way faster because the left hand is just focused on ripping that thing out there, and the right hand is just worried about placing that. And that's how you get out like even faster. So like sometimes the other thing is, let's try that again real quick. Go down. I might get this and then you clamp there, and so you don't have as much control over that. That's a really good time to come back and lift and pull that out. Right, so like even if you don't win it fully clean, the other person is in a less stable spot.
They're kind of falling over.
Exactly. So that's most of the technique of like face-offs in a nutshell.
Yeah.
We covered, you know, clamp, jumps, sweeps, and then the stances between that. A little bit on exits,